News about the Cohen plea overshadowed the fact that Trump was leaving this morning for the G20, where he planned to meet with Vladimir Putin, or at least at first.
I probably will be meeting with President Putin. We haven't terminated that meeting. I was thinking about it, but we haven't. They'd like to have it. I think it's a very good time to have the meeting.
45 minutes later, Trump canceled the meeting, citing Russia's aggression toward Ukrainian ships earlier this week. It underscored that for all the allegations of coziness between Trump and Putin, the two countries are now so far apart that they barely understand each other. Masha Gessen, a Russian-American journalist and Putin critic, has made a career as a kind of cultural interpreter.
Do you think there's a contentious relationship between Trump and Putin?
I think they haven't figured out what their relationship is. Trump very much wants to be liked by Putin, and I think sincerely admires him. Putin doesn't know how to deal with somebody who positions himself like that. For Putin, a conflictual relationship with a strong and predictable president of the United States is actually much more what he is used to and probably more beneficial. He's not afraid of sanctions. He would rather not have a real war with the United States, but he doesn't want a rosy friendship because there needs to be a strong enemy, there needs to be a strong threat.
Никому нельзя верить. С чего вы взяли, что президент Трамп мне доверяет, а я ему в полной степени доверяю?
It's worth noting that Russian-American relations are at their absolute lowest point since the end of the Cold War. You know, we're this close to severing diplomatic relations altogether. I wonder if this administration is going to continue to be quite so tough on Russia. I think that toughness on Russia is good when it is a moral position. And it's good because it's a moral position, right? Because it is not strategically right or wrong to impose sanctions. It is morally right to impose sanctions because it is morally wrong to do business with a dictator who kills his opponents, right?
What is Putinism?
So Putinism is the deep-seated belief that that everything is rotten, that everything is rotten in Russia, that everything is rotten in the world, and it has the hallmarks of totalitarianism, but really what he wants is money and power. He has believed for a long time that the Soviet Union should never have been taken apart.
If some of the things that happen in Russia on a regular basis happened in this country, there would be a revolution. What is it about the Putin regime that gives it this kind of staying power?
What is true of Russia, and what I think is important, is that it did contain the longest running totalitarian experiment in the world. There's this massive trauma carried forward by families, by individuals, and by society as a whole that is very easily reactivated, and that's what Putin has done.
You said that the U.S.-Russia relations are at a kind of low ebb right now. I think many people suspected it would be the opposite, that Donald Trump had been bought off by the Kremlin.
I think Putin expected it might be the opposite.
Is that right? Okay, so we have this Russia investigation. A lot of heavy breathing about this. What do you make of the Russia investigation?
I don't think that the Russia investigation is the magic bullet that so many people have hoped it would be.
But the magic bullet would suggest that it's the magic bullet to get rid of Donald Trump. Right. What about on the substance of Russia colluding with the Trump campaign to get him the presidency and get a friendly president in the White House?
The way that they made a difference is by influencing public opinion in the United States.
The line that you hear quite often is, you know, sort of FSB black propaganda created these negative stories about Hillary, which were consumed on Facebook and social media, and people went out and voted for Donald Trump.
Why should I be more worked up about the FSB than Alex Jones? I don't understand that. If American voters listen to Alex Jones and vote for Donald Trump, that's okay. And if they listen to or they read a Russian troll on Facebook, that is not okay. If the troll is saying the exact same thing as Alex Jones, there's an undercurrent of this idea of purity in this discourse that I find really troublesome.
So the fact that we're talking about this right now is the success?
Exactly. He is not the mastermind behind the destruction of democracy worldwide, but he is certainly the beneficiary of it.